Russian losses are mounting at an unprecedented level, and military hospitals are completely overwhelmed with the wounded. Some of them are forced to sleep on the floor, and space on the bench to watch TV is not enough. Estimates from various sources indicate that Russian military casualties, including both fatalities and injuries, range between 300,000 and 600,000 personnel since the invasion began in 2018 February 2022. The Ukrainian General Staff reports approximately 819,000 Russian soldiers killed, captured, or wounded since the war's start, while Western estimates suggest up to 115,000 killed and 500,000 wounded. In terms of equipment losses, Russia has reportedly lost over 11,000 armored vehicles, including approximately 3,600 tanks. To compensate, Russia has been refurbishing older models from Soviet-era stockpiles and increasing military spending to maintain its force. These significant losses have led Russia to adjust its battlefield tactics, prioritizing infantry assaults to preserve its remaining armored vehicles. However, this strategy has resulted in higher casualty rates among its soldiers. Ukraine's 59th Motorized Rifle Brigade found what was reported as a hidden Russian tank and destroyed it with an FPV. Drones pose a significant threat to tanks by targeting their weak spots, such as the top armor, which is thinner and less protected. Armed drones can carry precision-guided missiles or drop explosives directly onto tanks. Reconnaissance drones assist in spotting and coordinating artillery strikes, increasing accuracy. Russian publics are sounding the alarm over the events that took place overnight in the Tetkino area, Kursk. Artillery strikes, movement of heavy equipment, and panic among the occupiers. They themselves do not understand what is happening and accuse their command of being unable to respond adequately. The Ukrainian armed forces continue to keep them on edge. Perhaps DRG has come in again and is already working on this issue. Last night in the Tetkino area, near the state border, the enemy undertook, it is unclear what. First, there was artillery preparation, quite intensive. One of our strongholds was actually dismantled. By the way, according to preliminary data, there were no casualties. The movement of heavy military equipment from that side was recorded, but there was no visible entry. Overall, the situation is very tense, especially because it is so unclear. Perhaps this is just a diversionary maneuver, but then too many forces are involved. Perhaps they came to their senses and abandoned the invasioi since we were also preparing. Perhaps reconnaissance in force. Perhaps there are other reasons that we do not know about. One of our admins was not far from Tetkino at that time. He says that at some point he no longer felt any difference in the cannonade from what was heard near Pogrebki. At the moment, near Tetkino, everything has become suspiciously quiet. After an attack on their positions, Ukrainian Marines allowed the Russians to occupy part of the trench, avoiding close combat, then methodically eliminated the Russian assault troops with kamikaze drones, a common tactic. In trench warfare, Ukrainian forces have innovatively leveraged drones to gain tactical advantages. They use small, commercially available drones to perform reconnaissance, giving real-time intelligence on enemy positions, movements, and fortifications. This allows for precise targeting with artillery, reducing the risk of exposing their own troops. Additionally, Ukraine has adapted drones for offensive operations, including equipping them with explosives to attack enemy trenches, bunkers, and vehicles. These kamikaze drones are particularly effective in targeting areas that are hard to reach with conventional weaponry. Drones are also used to deliver grenades and other explosives directly into enemy trenches, exploiting the tight confines and causing chaos among the defenders. Swarm tactics, where multiple drones are deployed simultaneously, overwhelm Russian forces' air defenses, allowing Ukrainian units to penetrate deeper. This method increases the chance of success while keeping costs relatively low compared to traditional weaponry. Furthermore, drones are used to disrupt enemy supply lines by targeting transport vehicles and supply dumps, denying critical resources to Russian troops. By integrating drones into every aspect of trench warfare, reconnaissance, direct attack, and logistics disruption, Ukrainian forces have effectively turned the tide in numerous engagements, maximizing efficiency and minimizing personnel risks. In an expected outcome, Alexander Lukashenko won the Belarusian presidential election with 87% of the vote. Lukashenko, responding to a question from Steve Rosenberg, stated that he couldn't care less whether the West recognizes his elections as legitimate or not. According to him, only the opinion of Belarusians matters.
It is known that neither the USA, nor the European Union, nor the United Kingdom recognize you as the legitimate president. What are your hopes regarding the new US administration? Do you hope that this situation will change with Trump's arrival?
Which one is it?
But this legitimacy, non-recognition.
Do not recognize him.
But the fact that right now the United States
the
and Europe...
non-recognition of our authority, you mean me, will not change.
That with Trump's arrival, the West's attitude toward you will change.
Please tell me, Steve, if I were to make a statement right now that I do not recognize the US elections and I do not recognize Trump, would anything change in America? Or over there in the United Kingdom with Starmer, or whatever his name is, I do not recognize Starmer, and so what? What will happen in the United Kingdom? Nothing. Exactly the same here, nothing will happen. Whether you in the European Union recognize these elections or not, well, that's a matter of taste. Believe me, I swear to you, it's absolutely, well, as you say, I don't care. Do you recognize our elections or not? What matters to me is that Belarusians recognize these elections and that they end peacefully as they began.
Putin compared the Second World War and Russia's special military operation, saying that Russian soldiers are defending their native land, defending our interests and the security of Russia. He conveniently omitted that Russia is the aggressor in today's war.
This year we will celebrate the 80th anniversary of the Great Victory. It has been declared the year of the defender of the fatherland in Russia, as a sign of our undying memory of the events of the Great Patriotic War, in glory of the tremendous feat of the victorious generation, and in honor of our today's heroes, participants of the special military operation. They defend their homeland, stand up for our interests, the security of Russia. They are here in the hall. Let's welcome them. Give them a round of applause.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.